The grand ballroom of Eldermere Palace glittered under 1,000 crystal chandeliers, their light dancing across marble floors and gilded walls. It was the annual spring gala, an event that drew nobility from across the kingdom. Among the crowd of silk gowns and tailored suits stood William, a royal guard whose sharp eyes never stopped scanning the room. Even as music filled the air and laughter echoed through the halls, Queen Kylie moved through her guests with practiced grace, her emerald dress trailing behind her like water. At 28, she had ruled for 5 years, earning respect through wisdom beyond her years and genuine compassion for her people. William had been assigned to her personal security detail 2 years ago, and in that time, he had come to admire not just her leadership, but the kindness she showed even when she thought no one was watching. Their eyes met briefly across the ballroom. She offered him a small smile before turning her attention back to an ambassador. William's heart skipped something it had been doing more frequently in her presence lately, though he would never acknowledge it. A guard and a queen. The very thought was impossible. The evening progressed smoothly until the 8th dance began. William noticed him then a server whose movements were too calculated, whose eyes held a hardness that didn't match his humble uniform. William's instinct screamed danger as the man's hand moved toward his jacket. Time seemed to slow. The server's hand emerged with a gleaming blade, his trajectory aimed directly at Queen Kylie, who stood mere feet away, her back turned as she spoke with the Prime Minister. William didn't think. He simply moved. His boots pounded against marble as he launched himself forward, pushing past startled guests. The assassin's arm was already in motion when William reached them. He threw himself between the blade and his queen, his arms wrapping around Kylie as he twisted his body to shield her. The knife found its mark, plunging deep into William's left side, just below his ribs. White-hot pain exploded through his body, but his training held. Even as he fell, he kept himself between Kylie and danger, one hand reaching for his sidearm. Other guards converged instantly, tackling the assassin to the ground. Screams erupted throughout the ballroom as guests scattered, but William heard none of it. His vision was tunneling, blood spreading warm across his uniform. William. Kylie's voice cut through the chaos. She had caught him as he collapsed, lowering him gently to the floor. Her hands pressed against his wound, her emerald dress already staining crimson. "Someone get the physician, now." "Your Majesty," William managed, his voice strained. "You need to evacuate. There could be others." "Hush," she commanded, but her voice trembled. "Don't you dare tell me what to do right now." The royal physician arrived within minutes, but Kylie refused to move. She knelt beside William on the ballroom floor, maintaining pressure on his wound even as her hands shook. Her tears fell silently, mixing with the blood on her dress. "I'm taking him to the medical wing," Dr. Harrison announced. "Your Majesty, you should." "I'm coming with him," Kylie stated, her tone brooking no argument. "Your Majesty, the security protocols are suspended by my order." Her eyes flashed with royal authority even through her tears. "He took a blade meant for me. I will not leave his side." William drifted in and out of consciousness as they moved him. He was vaguely aware of being lifted onto a stretcher, of the Queen's hand never leaving his. The medical wing became a blur of activity. Dr. Harrison barking orders, nurses rushing with supplies, but through it all, Kylie remained. The surgery lasted 3 hours. The blade had missed vital organs by mere centimeters, but the wound was deep and had caused significant blood loss. Throughout the entire procedure, Kylie sat just outside the operating theater, still in her blood-stained gown, refusing all suggestions to rest or change. Her chief advisor, Lord Pemberton, attempted to persuade her. "Your Majesty, you've been through a traumatic experience. You should retire to your chambers." "He saved my life, Pemberton." Kylie's voice was quiet but firm. "I will be here when he wakes." When William finally emerged from surgery, stabilized but unconscious, Kylie followed the gurney to his recovery room. She pulled a chair beside his bed and took his hand in both of hers. Hours passed. Midnight came and went. The palace fell silent except for the distant sound of guards on patrol. Kylie remained vigilant, watching the steady rise and fall of William's chest. Her fingers intertwined with his. Dawn was breaking when William's eyes finally fluttered open. The first thing he saw was Kylie, her face illuminated by soft morning light streaming through the window. She looked exhausted, her hair falling loose from its elaborate style, her makeup long since worn away by tears. "Your Majesty," he whispered hoarsely. Relief flooded her features. Fresh tears spilled down her cheeks as she squeezed his hand. "You foolish, brave man," she said, her voice breaking. "You could have died." "Worth it," William managed a weak smile. "You're safe." Kylie leaned closer, her free hand gently touching his face. "I've been sitting here for hours, thinking about how empty my life would be without you in it. Not as my guard, William, but as the man who makes me laugh during tedious state dinners. The one whose opinion I trust above all others. The one I've fallen in love with, even though I tried so hard not to." William's eyes widened, certain the medication was making him hallucinate. "Kylie, I don't care about protocols or propriety," she continued, using his given name for the first time. "Life is too short, too precious. You proved that tonight." William's hand tightened around hers. "I love you too. I have for so long." As the sun fully rose over Eldermere Palace, Queen Kylie leaned down and pressed a gentle kiss to William's forehead, finally allowing herself to believe that some impossible things were meant to be. Asterisk.